Hey, it's Steve from the Financial Freedom Network. And before I tell you how a new government rule might let them take your money without warning, I want to tell you about someone I just spoke with last week. Her name's Donna. She's 72, lives alone, worked all her life, raised 3 kids, and one day her Social Security check just didn't show up. No warning, no explanation, just gone. Now, when she finally got through to someone, they told her she owed $19,000 from an overpayment made 6 years ago. Money that she didn't even know she was overpaid on. Now she's behind on her rent and she's relying on her church for groceries. This is real, this is urgent, and this could happen to you. So today we're breaking down exactly who's at risk, why the government is taking more than ever before, and how you can protect yourself. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you will appreciate it. So buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, the Social Security Administration just reinstated two very powerful collection programs: the 100% clawback rule and the Treasury offset program, or TOP. And together, well, these let the government seize 100% of your monthly benefits, take your tax refunds, and collect debts years, even decades after the fact, even if it was their mistake. Yes, you heard that all right. Social Security can take your entire check, not 10%, not 50%, 100%, until they believe you've paid off whatever they claim that you owe. Now, it doesn't matter if it was their fault. It doesn't matter if you're 75, disabled, or even barely surviving. Once they decide you're overpaid, they'll just stop your payments, period. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to reveal a critical form that could save you from losing your check, but most people don't even know it exists. So hang tight, because this could literally be the difference between losing your benefits or keeping your benefits. Now, the Treasury Offset Program, as I said, also known as TOP, is back, and it's very aggressive. It allows the government to intercept your federal payments before they even reach your bank account. Tax refunds, gone. VA benefits, gone. Military or federal pensions, gone. And here's the part that really gets me. You might not even know they've taken it until your money doesn't show up. And if you no longer receive Social Security, but you once did, well, you're especially at risk. That's who TOP is targeting now, former recipients, many of whom are still struggling. Now, if you're currently receiving benefits, TOP won't affect you yet, but it's a matter of time. And here's who is being targeted: anyone who ever received retirement, disability, survivor, or SSI benefits, people who moved, didn't get a notification, or were misinformed, people who were overpaid, even if it was SSA's mistake, and especially those who used to get Social Security but don't anymore. Overpayments are often triggered by tiny income changes, errors by SSA staff, or even outdated rules. But years later, they come knocking for repayment with interest. So it's kind of like a bill for a car you didn't know you bought with your name already on it. So if you get a notice or if a payment disappears, do not panic. You still have rights, but you must act fast. So here's your lifeline: request a waiver. Now, use Form SSA 632. If the overpayment wasn't your fault and repaying it could cause hardship, they may forgive it. Or you can file an appeal. Use the form SSA 561. Now, this form pauses collections while they review your case. It buys you time and it might stop the clawback altogether. The third option is set up a payment plan. If they won't waive or reverse it, you can negotiate terms instead of losing your entire check. But here's the kicker. You only get one shot at this. And if you miss the deadline, well, they can legally take everything until the debt is gone. So please check your mail, make sure your address is up to date, and do not ignore any letters from Social Security or the Treasury. Look, I know this is terrifying, and frankly, it's really outrageous that seniors, veterans, and disabled Americans are being treated in this way, penalized for trusting a system that was really supposed to protect them. So if this has ever happened to you, I want to hear your story. Drop a comment below. You're not alone, and your experience might help someone else survive this nightmare. And by the way, if you made it this far, you already care. So don't stop here. Check out our future videos on how to protect your benefits and stay one step ahead of all these rule changes, because this is just the beginning, guys. So have a great day, stay safe, and more importantly, stay informed, my friends.